Good afternoon and welcome to this first episode of Addictive Cars. My name's Nick and I'll be your host. Today we're going to have a close look at the FG Falcon XR8 and it's a real beauty. Come with me and I'll show you the car.
What you want? Come on. Come on.
The XR8 is easily identified by its large bulge on the bonnet. Now this bump on the bonnet houses a 5.4 litre, 290 kilowatt V8 engine. With unique headlight design, fog lights and large air intake scoop, the XR8 has a unique style that will surely turn some heads. Under the bonnet we see a cast alloy Boss 290 V8 engine, which produces a thumping 290 kilowatts of power and 520 newton meters of torque. Add in ABS brakes and traction control for safety, because when you've got a car that goes this hard, you want to make certain it stops. Wow, how good do these 18-inch alloys look? The exterior of the car is styled really nicely, complete with body kit, rear spoiler and of course XR8 badging. Okay, now that I've given you a brief overview, why don't we go for a drive, eh? Now just before we get going guys, I'll just go through a bit of an overview of some of the features that the XR8 comes with. First of all, I just want to talk about transmission. The XR8 comes standard with a 6-speed manual, but today I've got a 6-speed automatic and it is just beautiful to drive. The transmission itself is seamless gear changes, and what that means is basically it'll change through the gear ratios, through the gears, and you won't even know that it's doing so. So there's 3 modes of operation. If I put it into drive just like that, it'll adapt for the best economy. That's called an adaptive shift mode. So depending on the driver, it's got throttle sensors to depend whether you like driving hard and then backing off, or if you're a fairly smooth driver, it will adjust and behave according to your drive. Now, to put the gear lever over to the left hand side puts it in drive performance mode. Now when engaged in drive performance mode, it'll hang on to its gear a little bit longer before making the gear changes. So that's sort of a good mode if you're towing anything and the car doesn't quite know whether it wants to be in between 2 gears. For example, some cars will hold 3rd gear, but it'll want to keep jumping back to 2nd to give it more torque. Well, by putting it into the performance mode, it'll actually hold on to 2nd gear to avoid that jumping around. So that's real advantageous. The last mode, if you engage the gear knob up or down, it goes into a manual or sport sequential shift mode. Now, by pushing the gear lever down when you're in this mode, it'll go up gears. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all the way to 6. Vice versa, if you push it up like so, it'll downshift for you. Now the XR8 is standard with Ford's top of the line premium audio system. Now with the premium audio system, it's different from standard FG Falcons in that it's got more powerful speakers, extra speakers. You've got the tweeters there on the A-pillars. You've also got a subwoofer in the rear there. You can see that subwoofer in the rear. 220 watt speakers, and it is quite powerful. It's a 6 CD in-dash stacker. You also have a MP3 audio input right there and a power source, so of course if your iPhone is running low on battery, you can charge it. The internal trip computer is quite good. Up the top there you can see we've got overspeed off. Now with the overspeed you can actually set it to alert you when you're getting to a speed to avoid those speeding fines. Now just running through on the select or up and down. The up and down will actually toggle through the menu. Select is when you want to engage whatever setting that you've got there. So just running through those settings, you can see your overspeed, audio, which I've got off at the moment, engine time in hours and minutes, average speed, your distance to your destination. If you're planning a long trip, you can actually set the computer to tell you how far it's got to go, which is good when the kids are whinging and saying, "Daddy, how long is it going to be till we get there?" Well, thanks to the FG's trip computer, you can now tell them. You also see down the bottom there, my choice of selection, which is your digital readout of your speed, so you can always closely monitor your speed. Flicking through again, instant economy, average economy. Now 14 litres per 100 kilometres isn't too bad for the XR8. They advertise it at 14.2, so you can see I haven't been thrashing it. I'm tempted, but I haven't been thrashing it, so 14 is around about what you can expect out of an XR8. On the steering wheel you've got full use of your radio controls, through the seat to scan through your different programs, your volume up, your volume down, pretty self-explanatory. Around the back here we've got mode to go from iPhone to FM to AM, what have you, CD player as well. Cruise control, wouldn't drive a car without cruise control, so always handy to have cruise control. And of course your power window options and your powered mirrors. When I first got in the car, I noticed the car is actually very, very comfortable. The XR8 has a sports seating, and that's just beautiful. If you're going to drive the car hard, you want these side bolsters here hugging you nicely, so that when you take your corners, your body's not slipping in the turns, which is really, really important. Anyway guys, that's a little bit of an overview of the interior and its functionality and its onboard computer system. So now that I've been through all that boring detail, let's go for a drive. Let's have a bit of fun. Oh yeah! Let's go. Now the first thing I'm noticing, guys, with the XR8 is how direct the steering is. Literally, it's point and shoot. There's no looseness in the steering wheel at all, which is fantastic. In fact, the XR8 has an electronic power steering adjustment. And what that does is it's actually got sensors in the coupled with how fast the car's going, will actually determine the strength of the power steering. So if the faster you go, the more the steering tightens up, which is exactly how you want your car set up. So just entering a freeway now, guys. This should be a bit of fun. Oh yeah. So as I said before, 290 kilowatts. That's just fantastic. I mean, it was only a few years ago you'd have to buy a GT for that to get that kind of power. And now Ford give it to you standard with its Falcon XR8. It's phenomenal. At torque levels are very, very good. 520 Newton meters at 4750 RPM. And that's actually quite low to deliver your maximum torque. A lot of your torque settings are set to deliver maximum torque higher in the rev ranges than that, so that's actually very, very good. Alright guys, so that is the Ford FG Falcon XR8. I hope you've enjoyed my overview today. Stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to bring you more reviews to come. So from now, take care, I'm Nick, and I'll see you next time.